Hi, I'm Jeff Gonzalez, president of Trident Concepts, and today I'm here with Brownell's Daily Defense to talk to you about nighttime break-ins. And really what we're talking about here is strategy. So the first thing we want to talk about is, who are the home occupants? What do we have? Do we have a full house complement of parents and children? Do we have parents only? Are we single? What kind of condition can you expect as far as home occupants? Because that's going to play very heavily into how you kind of create your plan. The second is, what type of structure of home do you have? Is it a split level? Is it a ranch style? What do you have to work with? Because that, again, is going to play heavily into the type of plan that you come up with. Once you have kind of figured that out, that helps you to kind of determine what exactly you're going to be doing. So the first thing that we've talked about is home occupants and the structure of our home. The next thing we need to talk about is disturbance location. Where is that disturbance coming from? And what type of disturbance is it? Is it maybe the door being broken in? Is it glass being shattered? Is it some other type of large, ruckus, such as the dogs barking, or maybe the alarm going off? What is it that I'm experiencing at this moment? And then where is that location? Where is it coming from? Because that's going to help guide what I do from there. All of this information is helping me to create an emergency action plan. What am I going to do once I determine that this is an emergency, and therefore we need to move into our emergency action plan? The next thing that we talk about is, part of my emergency plan is my communications plan. What am I going to do when this gets kind of ugly? So most of us all have some sort of cell phone. And in some homes, some residences, they've gone away from having any type of landline. And while I can't say that's right or wrong, one of the things that I do recognize is that it's not always reasonable to expect you to always have your cell phone on your body. So particularly at night, it may not be possible that I actually have that, but hopefully I have a landline in my master bedroom, in the main living room, in some other places throughout my house. I might actually have a landline that I can get on the phone and actually call 911. The other thing we talk about is, my communications plan also exists to help keep my family informed of what's happening. And I try to keep it simple, try to keep it clean. Am I going to be staying in the bedroom, the master bedroom, with my significant other? Am I going to be moving through the house? All of this is going to have kind of like an attempt at keeping things as simple as possible. Now let's say that I am going to strong point in my home. And what strong point means is that I'm going to take a location, a fixed location, I'm going to barricade myself in there, and I'm going to hold off until I actually have the cavalry come in, which would be the police. So if I'm going to decide a strong point in my home, my communications plan might also have, as part of that, a communication that I use to whoever the would-be break-in or robbers might be. I might let them know very verbally and vocally that I have notified the police, they are responding, they'll be here momentarily. I'm trying to give them a heads up that the police are arriving in the off chance that they decide to pack up and leave. Now, if I have to move through my home, let's just say I have a ranch-style home, which typically has the master bedroom on one side and the kids' bedrooms on the other. And my kids are home for this particular scenario. What I might want to do is I might move to the actual strong point near my children's room so that I can kind of keep control of that to prevent the bad guys from accidentally running into them or even purposely move into them. And when I do this, again, I'm going to try to pick a position that I can strategically hold as well as tactically hold. So what are we talking about strategically? Well, I'm maximizing my resources. That's me. I'm maximizing my use of my space and my weaponry that I might have. Tactically, is I have the best vantage point that I might be able to create. So in some cases with a split level, I might be like holding right there at the stairwell. Maybe in a ranch style, I might be holding down the long hallway. So, these are going to be important things that you start to think about when it comes to creating your emergency action plan. And the last thing that I talk about is rehearse these. Practice them. Kind of think about how this is going to work. Because remember, this is happening at nighttime. So my recommendation is that you practice during the day, kind of figure things out, and then you practice it at night. Because now we need to start talking about, what do I do with the lights? Do I turn them on? Do I keep them off? Do I use a flashlight? This is all information that you'll start to discover as you rehearse this, as you practice this, as you start to what if this. One of the things that I really think is valuable is that You sit down afterwards and you talk about it. Well, that went well, but what if this? And you start to talk about some other scenarios that might kind of string off from the one scenario that you were working on. So it's a fun exercise that has a very real and important application in our real lives. So I encourage you to put some effort into creating your own emergency action plan with an understanding of break-ins and robberies. All right, I'm Jeff Gonzalez. I would love to hear any questions or comments that you have. Feel free to post them down below. Until then, take care and stay safe.